Now, are you looking to use up what's left in the cupboard for a fun Thursday night fakeaway? A Mexican treat is a good way to go.
Edward's making us quesadillas with some spiced beef. It sounds delicious.
It smells delicious.
I was going to say, I hope Edward is making you some quesadillas. He is. He's back on track.
He's back on track again. Okay, relax. What
do we need to do?
These are gorgeous. These are just kind of, do you know the way on a day, like particularly when the weather is good, you mightn't necessarily want your dinner,
yeah,
but you just want a kind of a nibble, or if you've been out, or you know, people are coming home and the car is full of sand from the beach and you just want something really quick.
Big time.
This is an ideal option. I think these are really nice. As I said to you earlier on, they're just slightly different than the normal quesadillas, which are cooked on the pan. So this is the kind of the less precarious option. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make the filling first and foremostly. So what I've got in terms of the filling is I'm just going to put a little bit of oil, and I've just got some veg now, and I've spoken to you before about kind of, you know, just going into the kind of the bottom of the fridge and seeing what you've got. So I've just got what I think are kind of things that people might always have, which are mushrooms, some onions, and I've got some mixed peppers. But think about putting in a bit of baby corn, think about putting in a bit of courgette, think about putting in, you know, some mange too, or sugar snaps,
so
cut up into pieces.
That won't work, actually.
Yeah, it's just veg. Well, listen, Karen, you just go to your own kind of family and you kind of see, well, what are the things that they like. You know, you could put in some chopped tomatoes in here as well. So there's really kind of a great option around it. Now, if I can just say to you, the kind of the filling element that I'm making is very versatile. So it's just a really nice kind of a flavoured beef or spiced beef dish. So think about maybe serving it with, maybe with some rice. Think about serving it with some like tortilla crisps in like a kind of a taco sense.
Or some guacamole or something.
Guacamole, it should be gorgeous. Or scooping it up with a little bit of pita bread, or use it as a filling. I'll show it to you in a second. Use it as the filling for maybe like a baked potato as well. So there's lots of options. And then maybe you get 2 days out of it. People love to get 2 days out of the dinner. So make it today, serve it with rice or the baked potatoes, and then the leftovers tomorrow, make it with a little bit of the quesadillas. So basically what I've got is I've just got my veg in there with a little bit of salt and pepper. And then, assuming I had left those another little minute or two, I would put in my beef, okay? So again, I'm using some minced beef there. You can use minced lamb if you want, which works fabulously well with it. Or you can also use minced pork or even minced turkey. You know, people are often kind of looking for kind of that lower in fat option for meat. So the turkey works really well. I'm just keeping a little eye on these because they're bang on the money.
So do you want a lean kind of mince, or does it really matter?
It's not a deal breaker, but if people wanted to kind of go down that route, there's kind of great options for you as well.
And what have you put in there, about 400, 500 grams?
I've just put in about 400 grams there, just shy of a pound of minced beef, and I'm just going to keep that going just for a minute or two. Again, I'll season that up with plenty of the salt and pepper, and then what I've got is I've just got a little bit of curry powder. So maybe like a good teaspoon or two of curry powder just to put it in. Again, go to your spice rack, think of garam masala, think of the Chinese spice, think of turmeric, think of ground coriander.
Would you throw them all in?
No, a mixture of. It depends. If you like something really hot and spicy, you could put in some cayenne pepper, some chili pepper there in the evening as well. As I said, this is real kind of coucher. Do you know when you're out late with the kind of the blankets on you over the outdoor furniture and whatever? So that's basically that. Again, just to remind you, I'd leave that normally another couple of minutes, which I'll come back to in a second. Brown it all off, and then going to put in a little bit of oyster sauce, okay? So we'll have that done by the end.
Flavours that I would associate with Mexican food, though.
Yeah, it's a kind of, it's a take. It's like that fusion cuisine where you're kind of fusing the cuisine types together. So you've got the Mexican with that kind of bit of maybe Asian or Oriental as well. You could use sweet chili sauce. You could use a little bit of soy sauce as well if you wanted. Now, so this is the kind of the resultant mixture when you're finished, okay? So look at that. It just looks absolutely gorgeous. This is really, really nice and flavoured.
Can I ask you why you use oyster sauce?
Oyster sauce, it just works quite complementarily with the beef. The kind of the brine that's associated with the oysters gives you that gorgeous sense of sweetness, and then you've got the sugar that's found in kind of like maybe the barbecue sauce that would be used in it as well. It's kind of like that sweet and salty, so you get all those tastes just popping on the tongue. It works really well now. I'll convert you, don't you, for your tummy.
So you're going with them a little kids?
I went with the kids ones because I just think they're gorgeous. I think the tortilla wraps that you get are like massive. They're kind of like that giant size wheel. So I love the little kids ones always, even if I was having a little wrap at home. I think I'm a little kid at heart, maybe that's it. Now, very simply, just take some of that lovely beef mixture. Now, I'm not too mean with it. I like to put a couple of spoons on there. just like so. Okay, spoon that all on, even another little bit, because you want it to be substantial. Whilst it's a snack, it's a substantial snack. Then I don't bring it right flush with the edge, and then I've just got a little bit of cheese. I'm using a mixture here of cheddar and mozzarella. And again, Tommy has already instructed me to use plenty of cheese. So I've done that. Put another little wrap on top, press that down really firmly, and then, like as if you were cutting a cake, just cut it into slices. I'll just do a couple here till I show you. Again, pop them up onto your baking tray. Again, I've used the parchment paper to prevent that sticking. I'd keep going with the rest of them there as well. And then into the oven, you're talking about 12 or 15 minutes into the oven. I've just taken these, opened the door a little minute or two ago.
Look at that.
And these are absolutely gorgeous, okay? So we'll pop those up, and they're just really, really nice to pop on there. Might just give you that one, Karen.
Lovely.
And you can pass one down to Tommy for me.
Yum.
Oopsie-daisy. And there we have it, just like so. And pop them all out. But as I said, you know, think of, you know, a big jug of homemade lemonade. Think of a bottled beer, a glass of wine. This is really tasty little nibbles to have that lovely Mexican-style quesadillas.
I love Mexican food.
Aren't they gorgeous?
Margarita you need, don't you?
Absolutely. A big jug of it.
Oh, a jug of that.
And I've got some lovely scallions or spring onions. So I've got a couple of trays here now to feed Casa Ireland AM because they're that type of food.
Oh, they're very Moorish.
They're bite and come again, aren't they?
They're delicious.
They're
and the kids will love it because they love something they don't have to use a knife and fork to eat. They will love these.
Just also to tell you very briefly, think of putting this on a crostini. Sometimes I get like a lovely baguette and toast it, put this on the top and a bit of goat's cheese even, and it's a really posh canapé when you want to be that extra little bit posh.
Wow.
Of course, why not?
Thank you so much, Edward. Gorgeous.
You're very welcome. Enjoy.